YouTube family, Facebook family. Wagwan. Wagwan. What up, what up, what up? I'll start talking a little bit. I'll start talking a little bit when the peoples get off up in ya. Hope you guys when it got to the Montes. You know, your boy when it got to the Montes, you know, I had to go get to the Montes. Nah, I do. Hope you all went out and got to the Montes and had a wonderful day today. Bounce that ass is like your friend do. Throw it. Bounce that ass is like your friend do. Throw it. Bounce that ass is like your friend do. Throw it. Bounce that ass. Bounce that ass. Bounce that ass like your friend do. Throw it. All right. I'm about to get it started. So, man, rest in peace, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Rest in peace to you, sir. We lost a legendary guy, civil rights leader, activist, humanitarian, just all around great guy. No matter what some of the people may have said about him, we didn't grow up in his time, so I can't tell you how Jesse Jackson really was. But I know he did a lot of great things for us as the black people. My heart goes out to him and his family. So we lost a truly, truly great man. And your legacy will forever go on, forever live on. And shout out to your kids, to the family. Keep y'all heads up. Jesse Jackson was a outstanding individual. That's pretty much what I could say. All I have to say about Reverend Jackson. So my condolences to his family for the loss. We lost a great one. But the topic I want to get on today is Michael Jordan. That's the topic I'm getting on today. I got to get on Michael Jordan. Because it seems like nobody else is getting on Michael Jordan. Since y'all want to call him the GOAT. You want to give him the GOAT status. But he's sitting there playing with a little white boy's butt. That's not a GOAT status. But they really try, I swear to God, they trying to push that shit to the side, man. They really are, man. They're not talking about it. It's like they're really pushing that shit to the side. And you could clearly see Michael Jordan pinching the little boy's butt. And then he took his hand and was scratching at the back of his leg. But what they said was, oh, Michael Jordan was moving a piece of ice. He wasn't moving no ice off that little boy's butt. That's not what he was doing. Michael Jordan was like this right here on that little white boy's butt. Just like that. Just like that, YouTube. Just like that, Facebook. Michael Jordan's on that white boy's butt. I don't care what nobody says. Now, if that would have been Dennis Rodman, oh man, they would have lit his ass the fuck up. I swear on God. If that would have been Dennis Rodman, they would have lit Dennis Rodman a new asshole. If Dennis Rodman would have did some shit like that. If LeBron James would have did some shit like that. Come on, man. They would have lit them boys a new asshole if they did some crap like that. Come on now. Come on. But it's cool. It's cool because number 23, I want to be like Mike. It's cool for him to sit there and grab on little boy's butt. And that's exactly what he was doing. And the little white boy was looking back smiling. The white boy was like, hey. He poked it out like, hey. I swear. He ain't jump and turn around like, stop. Nah. Little kid ain't did none of that. That little kid sat there and let Michael Jordan do all this stuff, then turn around like do it again. But they ain't gonna talk about that with Michael Jordan. Because you know he won 6 titles. Ooh. He won 3 back to back. Ooh. Then he retired and went to baseball. Came back and won another 3. Ooh. We'll talk about how he played on that white boy butt. Talk about that. Now, I'm not gonna throw my Jordans and shit away. You know what I'm saying? Because he did that. Now, the ones who claim they, threw his sneakers away, that, because he did that, I don't believe it. Because I'm not gonna. Hello, what up, Katie? I'm not, and I swear to God, just because he did that, I'm not gonna throw my Jordans away. What my Jordans got to do with him grabbing a white boy butt? That's what he did. Them shoes ain't did shit to me. So yeah, I'm gonna keep rocking my Jordans. I'm not gonna throw my Jordans away. Because apparently, from what I heard so far, motherfuckers been throwing their Jordans away. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. He grabbed that little boy butt. Hey. I'm not gonna throw my shoes away. If they can get on Diddy, they can get on the Diddler, they can bash the Diddler, then they need to get on Michael Jordan too. Because you had no right grabbing that little boy's butt and then taking your hand, scraping at his leg. I looked at that shit like, wait a minute. I had to rub my face. I said, nah. I said, he ain't just grabbed that little boy's butt. Man, I hate that shit. Open the screen up. He definitely was. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Jordan race car team, because they own the race car. You know what I'm saying? So they won. They finally won a race. You know what I'm saying? And finally got a trophy for his team and all that good stuff. And I guess the little boy, either he's the son of a member of the crew pit, or maybe he might be the driver's son. I'm not too sure. But the little boy, you know what I'm saying? He was with the celebration. He was there with everybody. But Michael Jordan is still wrong for pitching that little boy's butt. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. Nah, I don't give a damn how many championships you won, brother. No, that's not right. And the craziness is, they got you on film doing that shit. They put it on Facebook. I guess to see if everybody was going to act stupid. I had a whole bunch of shit to say. But I noticed that it didn't hit YouTube. That's what I noticed. It didn't hit YouTube. Anytime somebody else do that shit, it's Facebook, it's YouTube, it's IG, it's Twitter, it's everything. But this is the great Michael Jordan. I wanna be like mine. Yeah, it's the great Michael Jordan. So no, they're not gonna mimic him. They're not gonna meme him. They showed it one time. A few talked about it. I'm not even too sure if ESPN talked about it, because I haven't been up there. I just got home from work good. Driving from New York, coming all the way back to Connecticut. Ooh, Lord, kind of beat. So I haven't really watched ESPN lately. I know I'm gonna probably watch it later on today. Later on tonight, or I might watch sometime tomorrow. But I know they ain't gonna talk about it, man. They ain't gonna talk about it. They ain't gonna talk about that shit. But they talk about everybody else that do some crazy ass shit. They talk about everybody else. I swear to God, they talk about everybody else. Everybody else. But they ain't talking about that man. I guess GOAT status, that's what it is when you GOAT status. When you GOAT status, you can do what you want to do. Play with little kids' butt, scratch up on their leg. Hey, you do what you want to do. Ain't no repercussions behind that shit. But I feel like it should be some repercussions behind that shit. Cause he was wrong for that. Michael Jackson had some kids come over to his crib. And they swept it down Michael Jackson raped something. They swept it down Michael Jackson touched something. But y'all don't know if motherfucker touched something. Yeah, that little boy said, he touched me, but he really didn't. And then they try to come back with more allegations, saying this and that when they went broke. They still try to come back saying Michael Jackson did this and Michael Jackson did that. Yeah, they try to really fuck up his career. They try to tear Michael Jackson's career down. And there was no camera there. No. There was no iPhones and and androids and shit then. You know what I'm saying? So you know how that shit go? Yeah. You know how that shit go? Well, none of that shit back then. Wasn't none of that stuff back then. So how do we really know if Michael Jackson really touched that little boy? That's what his parents made him say. All the other kids that came to his house didn't say that. And they try to ruin that man's career. But here's the great Michael Jordan. They're not saying nothing. I don't feel that's right, yo. I don't feel that's right at all. If it surfaced and hit Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, IG, all that good stuff, then yeah, something ain't right with that. They need to talk to him about that. Something ain't right with that shit. Ain't no way in hell he get a free pass and he's pinching on that little boy's butt. And then they had audacity to say, oh, Michael Jordan just moving some ice. Huh? You could clearly see he was doing like this. You can clearly see that shit. So I'm not feeling that, oh, he was removing some ice. I'm not feeling that. I'm not even believing that. That man was not, no. That man was not, you know what I'm saying, removing no ice. I ain't seen not one piece of ice drop off that little boy. He ain't do like this right here and grab no ice and do that. He was like this behind that little boy like that. But he was picking ice. Man, come on. Quit trying to save him because y'all trying to say he's the GOAT. They saying he's the GOAT. So quit trying to save him. He touched that little boy on his ass. He touched that little boy on his ass. Come on. I call a spade a spade. That's what I do. I call a spade a spade. That's what I do. Call a spade a spade. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell he gets away with that. But he's going to get away with it. Because he's the GOAT. He's going to get away with it. So, ain't too much more I could talk on that. I'm going to let that one slide. Now, I'm going to get on to this mother. She's in Alabama, I believe. And she was talking to her 14-year-old son. You know, little kid, he's disrespectful. Told her, fuck you, close your door. I don't want to hear that shit. And I said, whoa. I mean, if she was talking with him, you know, she's like, I'm your mama. I ain't got no job, but I make things happen. I go out here and I make things happen to get what we get and to have what we have. Your father, he ain't like that. Yeah, he come through when he can. He do what he got to at the end of the day, but I'm the one you got, and you gonna disrespect me? So it's fuck me and shut the fuck up. She said, I don't want to have to bury you. She said, and you hanging around a bunch of dicks. She said, you don't see something wrong with that? Yo, I mean, she was talking some real shit though. I mean, she's trying to save her kid's life. And you could tell the shit that she was saying, that shit was like, it was hitting home. That little nigga with the itch, he just went to itching everywhere. That means that shit was hitting home. He was feeling what his mama was saying. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling that shit, yo. Because ain't no way in hell, like I said, my kids ain't finna cuss me out. My kids ain't finna tell me, fuck you, shut the fuck up. My kids ain't finna do no shit like that. Yeah, right. Nah. They ain't even finna do that shit to their mamas. She ain't happening like that. Hell no. She ain't happening like that. She ain't going down like that. And I find it, you know, a little hard that, no, I'll take that back. I find it a little weird that his father is in the picture. You know what I'm saying? So what his father need to do, the father needs to step up to the plate, right? I ain't gonna be up here long anyways. The father needs to step up to the plate. And I'm being so honest. The father needs to step up to the fucking plate and man up. That's what the father needs to do. Because why is the mother running in behind that little boy and he's 14 and she telling him, fuck them, you hanging around a whole bunch of dicks. You and a whole bunch of boys. Y'all hanging together. You don't see something wrong with that? Pops need to be in his ear. Like, Junior, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? Huh? What is wrong with you? You want to be in the game? You want to do this? Huh? You want to do that? Huh? The father needs to get into his ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's wrong. That's what's wrong with a lot of these 14-year-old kids. It's the mother who's coming at the kids, at the boys, saying, stop. I don't want to have to bury you. Don't no mother should be burying their child. You supposed to be burying me. I shouldn't have to bury you. I'm trying to save your life. Excuse me. It shouldn't be no reason that the mother is coming at the son and saying all this stuff. The father should be in this dude's ear. Honestly. The father should be in this 14-year-old kid ear and telling him to respect your mother. Fuck them dudes. Fuck them streets. Go to school. Not the moms, man. Like I said, yeah, I'm a single mother. I do the best I can do. You know what I'm saying? I go out here and I do what I need to do for us to have. And you say, fuck me? You said, fuck me? Shut the fuck up. Close my door. Yo, man, I'm sitting there. I'm driving and shit. So I got my phone sitting. I'm looking at it. Man, y'all just don't know how the chills ran through me, man. And he's sitting there. And you can tell the stuff she was saying was hitting home. That little motherfucker went to scratching like hell. I said, uh-huh. I said, you feel what your mama telling you, huh? I said to myself, even I caught chills off that shit. I said, boy, if I was one of y'all slapping your damn mouth for you disrespecting your moms. And that's what's wrong with these 14-year-old boys. These fathers that's around don't want to man up. You got to man up to these 14-year-old boys, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens between the mother and the father. Damn all that. At the end of the day, it is, as a man, and you got a son, it is your responsibility to keep his little ass straight. Mom Duke should have to chase behind this motherfucker and trying to keep him from getting hurt and telling him how she feel. Oh, I don't want to have to bury you. It's young boys that's in the grave right now that didn't make it to 18. That's where he went to itching. He felt that shit. She said, and you know this. It's kids right now that didn't make it to 18 and they in the damn ground. She said, I ain't trying to do that shit. And I feel you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say our girls, you know what I mean? Whether the father is around like that or not, those girls ain't finna do nothing crazy like that. Those girls, they're not gonna do anything. Well, if they do get in the game, they're not gonna be too wild with it. You see what I'm saying? Girls are not rowdy gang girls. You feel me? They don't go talking about, oh, we doing drive-bys, we doing this. Nah, they're not doing that. I think half of the time, most of these girls that join the game, I think they feel like it's a lifestyle. I think that's how they feel. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lifestyle to them. But that shit is not a lifestyle. Because if the head game member come up to you and tell you, you got to go whack somebody, you got to go do it. Or they're going to do it to you. And you got to go do it. That's just what it is. If they feel like you fronting and faking a little too much, they're going to put your ass on a damn dummy mission. And a lot of these, you know what I'm saying? And they go on a dummy mission, and then your dumb ass get caught up later down. You know what I mean? So it's been in the gang, is that family? No. That's a crash test dummy. Being in the gang, you ain't nothing but a crash test dummy. That's all you are. But they so proud of it. They so happy of being in the gang. Man, being in the gang, man, you ain't nothing but a crash test dummy. Because eventually, your stupid ass gonna get caught for killing somebody. Your dumb ass gonna get caught for robbing somebody at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So being in the gang ain't really worth being in, man. For what? So you can rock and have a flag hanging out you? So the girls can say, oh, he's in a gang. That's cool. Oh my God, he's in a gang. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Sherry Edwards. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. That's dumb to me. I never intertwined with a gang at all. Never. I didn't believe in that. And growing up on the South Side, and in my neighborhood, I was the little dude in my neighborhood. So yeah, I probably could have started one. I probably could have, but I didn't because I didn't see the need of that. We all friends, we cool, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I took up for the dudes in my neighborhood. I fought for them. I looked out for them. You know what I'm saying? Well, you probably is, which I doubt it though. You probably the only one that's probably commenting. That's what that is. But I see how many I got up here. So you're the only one that's talking to me. But that's cool too. Uh, I mean, you just sit back and watch. That's cool. I mean, it don't matter. Cause I ain't gonna be up here long anyway. Like I said. So well, it was. Yeah, now it is. It was more than that a minute ago. But I guess when you post what you post, yeah, they just. But it is what it is. Uh, like I said, I ain't planning to be up here long anyways. And oh, you eating dinner with your mom? Oh, okay, then that's what's up. Tell your mother I said hello. So yeah, man. So yeah, it's the fathers, man. You gotta get in them kids' lives, man. You gotta get in them boys' lives, man. And you gotta talk with them. You gotta keep your son out them streets. Cause that shit ain't cool, man. 14 years old, you out here running the streets. That shit is not cool. And to hear that mother, you can hear the pain. You can hear the pain in her throat, man. She's talking. You can hear that shit, yo. She's crying. I mean, you can really hear that shit, man. You can feel that shit. So the dude who was recording, he was like, yo, man, I feel that. Yo, she's dead ass. Okay. So I felt that shit though. She's crying. She's trying to save him. And she looked at him and said, so fuck me? So it's fuck me, right? He was like, Mom, I didn't say that. She's like, you did say that. He was trying to justify what he said. She's like, you did say that. And I be out here trying to scramble and scrape for what we need. You know what I mean? Oh, this kid, 14-year-old kid was cussing at his mother. And, she went live about it. And, basically she's saying she's trying to save his life. She don't want to have to bury him at an early age. And he's hanging around a whole bunch of dicks. She said he's hanging around a whole bunch of little boys. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, but she's trying to save him. But I feel it though. A lot of these 14-year-old kids, y'all don't know what the hell y'all getting into. Being 14. You don't know what the fuck y'all getting into. Yeah, it is. Very crazy. And he said, fuck you, shut the fuck up, close the door. He tried to tell her to close her car door. Told her to shut the fuck up. All that shit. And she went in on it. You know what I'm saying? She went all the way in on it. But the father's in the life. The father comes around. Father's in his life. I just feel like the father need to talk to him more. No matter what me and my baby mom got going on. If we're not together no more and shit like that, and I'm right around the corner from my son, dude, you around me every day. You're with me every day. When you get your ass out of school, I'm coming around. You done did your homework, I'm coming around. Even if I gotta go get me a 6-pack, and if your mom don't mind me sitting on the porch or sitting in the backyard and me and you vibing, I'm gonna sit with my son. And yeah, dude, you're not been in the streets. You're gonna come to my house. You're gonna spend the weekend at my house. And yeah, I don't care about Elwood, Kenny, Tyrone, Keith, Bernard, Derek. I don't care about none of them motherfuckers right there. They want to come see you, yeah, they can come see you. And they can sit right in this backyard. But y'all ain't finna run these blocks. That's one thing y'all ain't finna do. You know what I'm saying? And they have your mama crying and shit. Friend, what up, what up? Thank you for tuning in. And to have your moms crying and shit because you're 14, now you're shot and you're dead. Nah, we're not doing that. Our kids are not here for us to bury unless, they feel short of sickness. That's different. Like, cancer, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Or they got in a car wreck. You know what I mean? But to be out here running behind these little dickhead boys and all that shit, trying to hang with them, nah, man, nah. Okay. So make sure you subscribe, shorty. So yeah, at the end of the day, nah, man, nah, not doing that, not doing that. I'm not burying my kid, man, and I'm happy. All three of mine, 31, 21, and 19, even though they're girls, but still, that, you know what I'm saying? They do what they have to do. They have jobs. They work hard. So yeah. They do their thug thizzle. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to lose no sleep about them. Worrying if they out here doing this and out there doing no. I don't have to worry about that. I have good girls. All three. I have good girls. You know? But that 14-year-old man, that shit bothered me, to be honest. That shit really bothered me. All right, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe though. Appreciate it. So yeah, man. That shit, it bothered me, man. That shit really bothered me. That's good. So that shit really bothered me, man. You know what I'm saying? The hear the pain in that mother's voice, crying out to her son, trying to let him know how she feel, how she love him, how she out here breaking her back so they can have. You know what I mean? That kind of touched me. You know what I mean? That shit touched the fuck out of me. I understand where she's coming from, man. I felt that shit. Cause like I said, most kids these days, that's all they want to do. They want to go hang and steal cars, and they want to just act dumb instead of instead of getting that damn education, going to school, turning 15, and getting you one of those little summer jobs with the school. Then turn 16, get your regular job. That should be their mind frame. That should be the mind frame. Because I know for a fact, I got my beginner's permit. I think I was 15, 14. I might have been 14, I think. You know, I'm 52 now, so I think I might have been 14 when I got that. This little boy out of Alabama, he's 14 and his mom was trying to save his life, but he told her, he said, fuck you, shut the fuck up, get in your car and close your door, basically. And she don't have a job, you know what I'm saying? So she have to go out there and scramble and scrape, get what she get, you know what I'm saying? Like she told him, I'm not on drugs, I don't smoke no dope, I don't smoke no coke. She said, I might smoke a little weed. She said, I don't even drink like that. You know what I'm saying? She basically trying to save his life. You know what I mean? When I feel like the father should be there. The father, he's around, you know, he's around, but they don't, you know what I'm saying? They're not in the same household. But he do come and see his kid. And like she said, yeah, your dad come through and he do what he do when he can do it. But I just feel like if he's 14 and he's been mischief, send him to his dad. That's where he need to go at 14. Send him to his dad. Send him right over there to his father. And let his father man up and let his father get it from around. Like, and her thing was, boy, you hanging around a whole bunch of dicks. You don't see something wrong with that? I kind of laughed at that part, though. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I laughed at that part, though. And she said it more than once. You hanging around a bunch of dicks. You don't see nothing wrong with that? She's like, a bunch of dicks. And y'all ain't doing nothing. And I was like, like, wow. You know, I mean, we all, you know, as boys and shit, growing up, we all hung together. You know what I'm saying? But it was a different way when we hung together. You know what I'm saying? If it was 5 of us, and I'm being so honest, if it was 5 of us, and we was 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? We went with girls that we was talking to at school. We walked, you know what I'm saying? Cause everybody was walking there. So shit, we walked through the hoods. And we went and talked to the girls that we went to school with, who we had classes with. That's what we did. If you seen a whole bunch of dicks hanging together then, you know what I'm saying? At 12, 13, and 14, we going, we going to this block. We going cross tracks. We going over here. Because we trying to talk to the girls that we was talking to in class, or we talk to on the phone at night sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Might not be your girlfriend, but you know she like you, and you like her, and you know what I'm saying. And she bring her girlfriend, so you got your boys. So everybody vibing. I mean, everybody might even go off in the woods and kiss a little bit. I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? But the way today is, no. It ain't happening like that. It's not happening like that. These little motherfuckers, 12, 13, 14, they all hanging together. They ain't going around no girls. They ain't going around no girls at all. They all walking together, trying to get high together, and go steal a car. That's what little boys are up to now. Because they think that makes them look tough. That don't make you look tough. That makes you look like a damn imbecile. Makes them look like a dum-dum. Makes it look like that's where your life is headed. Down the wrong path. You're going to see jail the rest of your life. You're going to see jail a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now, like I said, I went to jail too. But it wasn't from stealing cars. I was trying to be grown. I was trying to sell crack. And my little dumb ass got busted. Didn't know what the fuck I was really doing. You know what I'm saying? Had been doing a little something here and there. But it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody said, hey, I said, yo, come here, man. I said, what up? Huh? Take that over there. Where? You see her? Yeah, go give her that. What am I gonna give her that for? Man, she'll give you $20. Just walk your ass. So I said, oh, okay. That's how, you know what I'm saying, it started with me. And then I ended up hollering at somebody, and they gave me a little lump. And the same day I got that lump, that night I got busted. Because my stupid ass left somewhere where I was comfortable and safe, and I knew all the little spots. And I went somewhere else and I didn't know the spots like that. So, and I ended up getting caught. So yeah, that's what I get. My little dumb ass. Out there trying to be grown. When I had a job and was working, but I quit. You know what I mean? I quit. Had a little job, was in school, and I quit. Quit school and my job. Because I started, dumbass. So, that's when I was like 16 though, you know. I was not like 16, 17. But that 12, 13, 14, 15, we was chasing the girls. You know what I mean? Anybody I had class with, believe that. Oh, thank you for returning. Appreciate it, Sherry. Any girl I had class with, you best believe I'm going to your hood. Me and the fellas, we coming dead over there. Because I probably had to say, hey, me such, we all coming over there. Okay. Well, make sure you have your friends. Oh, we will. We'll be outside. I bet. And sure enough, we go on our bikes, start riding our bikes and get over there, and they all outside. You know what I'm saying? And we outside with them, and shit, we chilled over there with them to about, you know, because we had been in the house then. Like your mom said, don't let the street lights catch you. Wow, you going to bed kind of early, ain't it? Where you from, Sherry? Because you talking about you going to bed, shorty. It's only 7:31. So where you from? If you going to bed this goddamn early, tell you just brush your teeth and get ready to go to bed. Okay. But where you from though? Yeah, so that's how we did shit. You feel me? That's how we did shit. But today's kids, they don't do shit like that. Today's kids out here trying to make a name for themselves. Oh, United Kingdom. Okay then. Yeah, that time is different. Yeah, it is different. Okay then. Well, you have a good night. And thank you for tuning in, like I said before. I hope you subscribed. So yeah, you know, this day and age, it's just totally different, man. It is so different, yo. Like, it's different. It's different from the times when I came up and how we was able to do different things and, you know, have fun and walk here and walk there. You ain't had to worry about nothing, or everybody riding their bikes and you ain't had to worry about no shit. Or if you did run into that dude that you had a problem with in school, you and him dropped your bikes while everybody else just looked, and you and him dropped your bikes and y'all squared up and got it done. And after that fight, you said, yo, you want to go again? He said, nah, I'm good. You good? Like, yeah, I'm straight. And we dapped up. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? Once we got it in, it was it. You know? But these days and age, they don't go hang up around the girlies. No, they don't go hang up around the girlies. They don't go hang up with nobody from school. It's about 8, 9 to 15 little young boys, and they all hanging together. Just hanging together. With nothing to fucking do. Just hanging together, walking around, doing nothing. Doing nothing. Straight up. So, but like I said though, I feel them. I feel moms. I understand what she was saying. But he's 14 and he's wilding. He need to go to his dad. That's just what it is. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. And he just need to go to his dad. That's all I can say. He need to go to his father. You know what I'm saying? He need to go to his dad. And let his dad try to put that discipline in him. Let his dad try to scare that shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, he probably felt what mom said and was saying at that moment. Yeah, he felt that. You know what I'm saying? Because he, at one point, he had something in his hand, right? And he was just digging all in his arm. Just sitting there, he just digging all in his arm. So his mama said, put that shit down. Stop that. Stop digging in yourself. Stop digging in your arm. You ain't gonna have them people, you ain't gonna have them people think I'm hurting you. He said, Mom, no. She said, yes, you are. She said, throw that shit. He had to throw it down. I don't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? But he was sitting there, he was digging in his arm. I don't know if he was doing that just in case DSS came by or DCF come by, and you know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? But she was just giving that heartfelt message to him, and she was just telling how she loved him. You know what I'm saying? She was just telling how she don't want to be without him. He need to change his ways. You're only 14. You need to stay in school. You need to do this. Send his ass to his damn daddy. But we got some of them daddies out there that's pussy. if they son even breaks up at him. At 14, I was scared of my dad. God bless his soul. God bless his soul. At 14, I was scared of my dad. Yeah. Once I started getting a little poom poom, I started smelling myself. Yeah. Once I started getting a little wet. And I think I was 16. I ain't even caught my first charge yet. But I was on my way of getting one. And my mom's let me drive her car. I called her because she's at work. And my dad had did some work to her car. And I asked her, you know, because I thought my dad was still outside. And I was asking him to run the Hardee's right quick, get me some food. Pops is gone with his onions. So I called my mom. My mom said, did he leave the key? I said, yeah, the key right here. Yeah, I seen it. I seen your comments. I said, thank you. So, she said, now you know how your daddy is. I said, no. I said, I'm going to go get what I got to get and come on back. She said, all right. Yeah, I stopped by, picked up 3 of the fellas. I did. We cut 1 block, really. Yeah, we only cut like 1 block. And then I went to Hardee's, I got my food. Then I dropped those dudes back off at the projects, and I said, yo, I'll be back. They said, man, you ain't coming back. I said, yeah, I'll be back, man. I said, let me go home, let me go eat. I said, I said, I ain't too long woke up. Let me go eat. And they were like, all right. So as I'm driving, you know, I'm playing my music and shit. I'm bumping. I think I was playing EPMD. Yeah, I was playing EPMD that day. So I'm driving and shit. And I'm coming around that curve. I'm coming around Russell Road curve. And my dad was sitting at the stop sign. And I had the music on. I heard that motherfucker. God, excuse me, Lord. I heard that dude, I swear to God, I tell you no lie. I heard that dude there with my music up. That dude said, there go that motherfucker. And I said, oh, God, and I heard him over my music. And he was sitting in his car, and I heard him over the music. And he threw that shit in reverse and he backed up. And I said, oh boy. I said, here you go. I said, I know he been drinking. Yeah, he had been drinking. And, he had a couple of his buddies with him. So, I parked. He pulled in, threw it in park. He got out. I'm getting my food, but I'm looking at it. I put my food up there and I closed the door. Then he said, what you doing with your mama car? I said, he got me something to eat. He said, who told you to drive her car? I said, she did. I said, I called her. And he had the audacity to push me. And when he pushed me, I ran up and I said, hey, don't put your hands on me again. I had my hands balled up. Now, he had to see me fight probably 2-3 times probably. Maybe 4 times he seen me thump a couple of dudes up. And, when I did that day, yeah, he kind of backed all the way down. Like damn. Whew. So, I went to the house. He called me stupid. All type of shit. I gave him the key. And I looked at him. I said, don't show off in your friends and get beat up out here. I said it just like that. Don't show off in front of your friends and get beat up out here. I said, for real, don't put your hands back on me. I'm at that age now, dude. I'm 16. You ain't finna think you're gonna do what you're doing when I was 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. You ain't finna beat on me. That ain't finna happen. That ain't happening, Captain. So, that day, I bulked up at it. I gave him the key. I grabbed my food, went up in the house, and I looked at him crazy. I went in the house. I ate my food. I bounced. Went on to the PJs, chilled with the fellas. Talked to the girlies that was out there. Got a little bit. Then chilled with the fellas a little longer. Took my ass home. Went to sleep. Woke up the next day, took my shower and shit, got dressed. My pop's sitting in the kitchen. And he had his lazy boy kind of like in the living room and then the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? So when you walk in our house, you walk straight to where the kitchen table and everything, and then the living room over here. But he always had his lazy boy here. You know what I'm saying? And the TV, you know what I'm saying? So I'll never forget this. He said, hey man, I want to say something. I said, what? He said, I'm sorry about yesterday. He said, you're getting a little too old for me to put my hands on you. He said, but I'm going to tell you this though. You ever hit me, I'm going to shoot your ass. I said, don't put your hands on me no more. You ain't got to worry about shooting me. And I walked out the door. So, I ain't saying my daddy was pum pum, because my daddy went pum pum rough for damn. My daddy would have cut your ass the hell up. My daddy put that knife out. I done see my dad in action. So he wasn't no pum pum dude. It just, he seen that, I've been doing push-ups. I done got a little wide. I done got a little bulky. Yeah, he like, nah, he got a little too thick for me to be trying to, and I know his hands work. I done seen him fight. I don't think he would disrespect me like that, but just in case, he tried to put a little fear in me right fast. So I just had to tell him, like, don't put your hands on me no more. And that was when me and my pops became like this. Best fucking friends. And I'm telling you, man, and that was the best feeling ever. You know what I'm saying? Even though my mom was trying to talk to me, she was trying to tell me, oh, you don't need to be in the streets. Oh, you ain't going to make it to see 21. I'm telling you, my mom said it straight up. You ain't going to live to see 21. I'm 52. Knock on wood, baby. I'm 52. You know what I mean? But I know that's just your mother. She's been a parent. She's trying to scare you up because she see the path that you're going. And she see your father ain't saying nothing to you. He ain't trying to talk to you. He ain't saying you going in the wrong path. He ain't telling you none of this. But your mom's is telling you. You know what I'm saying? And she's trying to tell you. And she's telling you straight up, you're not going to live to be 21. You know? But you surpassed that. You feel me? A whole 31 years later, you here. After seeing your 21st birthday, 31 years later, you still here. So thank God. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my pops He never tried to tell me not to sell drugs. He never told me that. Because he liked when I came home with money. And he would come in my room and see that money sitting on my dresser. And he would go and take some money. Yeah, that's why he never said anything. My mom, she wasn't with it, you know, because she's Christian, churchy, so she wasn't with that. But Pops, he wasn't feeling that shit. Pops wanted me. Pops didn't care. He was like, fuck it. I know when I go in that room, there's money on that dresser. Then he might tell me, once, you know, I got myself together, came outside, hey, boy, I took like $20 off the dresser. So, okay. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't went behind the TV and grabbed what was behind that TV, you good. But, so yeah, man. To the 14-year-olds, 12, the 11s, the 12s, the 14-year-olds, and all the way to you, man, listen. Even if you still grown, you listen to your moms, man. Listen to your parents. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to tell you anything wrong. They're only going to tell you stuff to help you. But when you're young, you feel like they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they ain't never been this age. Because our kids told us straight up, we ain't never been their age. Especially when they was like 5 and 3 or 8 and 6. They told me and their mom, we ain't never been their age. Y'all ain't never been our age. Y'all ain't never been our age. Huh? Yes, we have. We've been y'all age. How y'all think we know how you think we know? They straight said we was guessing. Nah, we been y'all age. We been kids too. Just like our parents been kids, and their parents been kids, and their parents been kids. You see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. If you got that 14-year-old home, love them, man. Grab up on them. Talk with them. You feel me? I mean, if you got to go to therapy, go ahead and do your thing. Go to therapy, do what you got to do. Because I'm about to get off anyway. You know what I'm saying? I ain't supposed to be up here this long. I only supposed to give y'all like maybe 30 minutes. I done gave you past 30 minutes. I done gave an extra 18 minutes. So, and I'm about to end it anyway though. So, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to end the segment. To all the 14s, to all the young kids, from the ages of 7 on up to you an adult, 18, 19, 20, 21. Listen to your parents. Listen to them. Don't keep playing these streets. Okay, at the end of the day, these streets, they don't love you. Ain't no love in these streets, man. Okay, yeah, the streets help the music. Okay. The streets help the artists get what they got. Other than that, the streets don't love you. There's no love in the streets. So when you're out there and you're stealing cars and you cutting donuts and you're crashing them and you're getting out of them running, you think that shit making the girlies say, oh, he's so cool. No, that making them laugh at you and say, I'll never date a guy like him. He's a dummy. He's a thief. He can't come to my house. But they don't get that part. You can't be out here stealing and then think you can go to this person's house like it's nothing. Most people ain't gonna let you in the house. They know you out there stealing. Like, no, he can't come in my house. He's a thief. He can't come in my house. So, to all the young men, listen to your parents, man. To all the parents, listen to your kids when they trying to tell you what's going on. Listen to them, man. Don't ignore them. Listen to them. When they telling you they being bullied at school, when they telling you they being bullied in the streets, handle that. You go and have him point, whoever it is, he or she, have them point them out. Like, that's when it keep bothering me. And you go, and if they older than your kid, you go to them like, yo, where's your mom's? Or where's your father? And you go talk to that parent like, yo, I don't know why your kid bullying mine, but this shit got to stop. Even I know most parents, if you run up on them like that, they ready to fight you. Yeah. And that's where they kid get it from. Cause they ready to fight you. So now the mom like, what? that little boy like, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You know what I'm saying? All because the mom. So yeah, but I'm saying this, please, 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 parents, grab them babies, man. Tell them you love them. Tell them anything y'all want to talk about, I'm here for you. Anything you need to get off your chest, you tell your daddy, or you tell your mama, you tell, if y'all live together, y'all sit down and talk with them kids. Ask them what's going on every day. Ask them how's their day. What up, what up, what up? You know what I mean? Ask them how their day was today. Ask them how they feeling. Because when the kids come to work, we ask them, how was your day today? How was work? Especially me. Anybody bother y'all? Anybody have something to say? Because you know what they do is call you daddy. As a dad, we know what you crazy. But no, nobody said nothing crazy. Nobody bothered us. We was good. Work was good. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, man, you got to talk to those kids, man. You got to ask them how was their day. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they're not harboring in any type of, you know what I'm saying? Fluffy Bunny, what up, what up, what up? So yeah, man, like I say, parents, grab them kids. And like I say to the kids, y'all go to them parents when you feeling some type of way. And you got some things that you need to get off that you had bottled up inside. You go let that shit out to your moms then, man. That way you ain't in school wilding, or you ain't out in the neighborhood when y'all out of school wilding. You see what I'm saying? Getting in trouble. Go talk to your parents, man. And parents, talk to these kids. Yeah, I know now. It was more than that, but I'm about to get off anyway, Fluffy. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, comment, support. Tell your people. Tell your people about TST. So yeah, man. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in to TTTP, Tell the Truth Podcast with your boy TST. That's me. I love you guys. Loving yourself. God love us more. And y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening. I gotta go cook. So, Jim All on deck. What's good with you, man? Y'all coming on at the last little bit of it, dog. I'm about to get off. I'm about to end my segment, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, though. X Volume. Guess that's how you say that. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, though. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so y'all know every time I get up here. Like, share, comment, support. Tell your friends about me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I love you guys. Love on yourself. God love us more. And y'all have a wonderful and magnificent evening on purpose. Bye.